Hey everyone, Johnny here. This is part one of a series that I'm really excited about. We're going to be creating a Raspberry Pi children's storyteller. The goal of this project is for children to be able to have a custom bedtime story read to them every night. In the series, we're going to be coding a lot in Python and C, working with Raspberry Pi, integrating peripherals, especially a microphone and a speaker, and hopefully ending it with a really nice 3D printed display box. I haven't gotten that far yet, so let's see how it goes. And let's dive right into this code. I have a .env file here already with my OpenAI API key. So if you don't have one, go ahead and get one. So the first thing we need to do is create a virtual environment. Then we need to activate our virtual environment, which is that the env scripts activate. And now you can see that we are in our virtual environment right there. We need our .env module. Then we also need the OpenAI stuff. And then we can freeze our requirements. That should be all we need for now. So let's put freeze into requirements.txt and just look in there. All this stuff is needed by OpenAI, and we have our .env right there, so we can get our environment variables from our .env file. So let's create a new text file. Just go ahead and save it as storyteller.py. So what we're going to need our OS. So let's import OS. We're going to use a SQLite database to save our stories so we can get them again. From pathlib, we're going to need our path. OpenAI. I need OpenAI. And from .env import .env. So this will let us grab our API key from the .env file. If you have your API key saved as a, let's turn this stuff off. Pilot isn't on. All right. So next we need to make our client, which is inside with our OpenAI API key, which is how it's saved in. This is the variable that it's saved in the .env file as. So we're going to get that. Let's go ahead and create a prompt. A bear that befriends a ladybug. Right, these are children's stories, so let's just do that. So first we're going to want a function that creates a story, and we're going to pass the prompt into that. We're going to get a response. We're going to use chat completions. Create. We're going to use let's stick with 3.5 turbo. We want the response format to be in JSON. Then we gotta set our messages. Get our messages going. For this, we want a dictionary with a role with system. So this is the command we're telling OpenAI to act as. And we're just going to say, you are a sweet old grandma making up stories about what your grandchild wants to hear. I'll just start with that for now. Finish that one. So then here we'll have a role as a user, and And instead of just passing the prompt, let's do some prompt. Tell me a story about, and then we'll pass the prompt in here. Since we're testing it out, let's set it equal to 1,000. Let's give it a fairly high temperature. Let's say 1.4. Get some variability in there. And then in this function, we want to, no idea what I just, in this function, we want to return response choices 0 message content. So we're going to get a big old JSON response. We want the first thing that comes back in choices, we want the message, and we want the content from that. So let's test this out. So we already have the paths. We already have the prompt. So let's do that and then print it out. See if this works. Python storyteller.py. I knew I forgot something. All right, so in here, a JSON response with the title and the story. So hopefully that will, let's clean this up a little bit. Hopefully that'll work. There we go. We have a title, the bear and the ladybug, and here's the story. Perfect. So now we want to play this through a speaker, so let's make a function. That says get our text to speech. We generate stories. So let's do generate text to speech, and we'll pass in the story. Pass in the story for now. We're going to start using the path. We're going to make a file name. So we want to pass the JSON object to. We have to turn it into JSON. Let's just pass in the generated story. Then in here, we can do story JSON equals JSON.loads generated story. So for this, we're going to have to import JSON as well. From that JSON, we're going to get the title. And then the speech file path is we're going to have to use that path module. Use double under. And we're going to save it as an MP3. What this does is get the directory we're in here now and adds the file name, which is going to be the title. Okay. Now we want the response, so we're going to use the text to speech, and I am a fan of Shimmer, so we're going to use voice. It's going to be Shimmer. And put equals. Let's going to be the story JSON and get the story from it. Right, and then with open, we're going to take that speech file path, write to it, and do for chunk and response.iter bytes. We're taking all the, we're going to stream this. And return the speech file path. So now let's do, we're going to take that generated story. So now we're going to generate TPS and we're going to get the generated story. And after we run this, we should see an MP3 file pop up. Clear this. So we're sending a request out to OpenAI to write a story, and we get an error. Line 49. That needs to be a dash, I do believe. Clear this again. All right, let's listen to the story.
Once upon a time in the whimsical woods, there lived a friendly bear named Benny. Benny loved to explore the forest and make new friends. One sunny day, while strolling through a field of vibrant wildflowers, Benny stumbled upon a lonely ladybug named Lulu. Lulu was lost and didn't know how to find her way back home. With a warm smile, Benny offered to help her. Together, they embarked on an exciting and heartwarming adventure, crossing babbling brooks and climbing majestic trees. Along the way, Benny and Lulu shared stories and laughter, creating a special bond that would last a lifetime. And from that day on, Benny and Lulu became inseparable friends, teaching each other the true meaning of kindness, companionship, and the beauty of nature.
So that wasn't bad, but let's work on this prompt here a bit. Make sure. So what does this story have? It has a conflict and a resolution. Make it Aesop's Fable-ish. Let's include, what about this? A conflict and a resolution with a happy ending. Maybe even add some Aesop Fable lessons. Let's see how that works. I wish this would wrap. Let's see how that works. Ooh. Just a little bit longer. Alright, Benny the bear and Lila the ladybug. See, we had Lulu first and now we have Lila.
Once upon a time, in a beautiful meadow filled with colorful flowers and buzzing bees, there lived a gentle bear named Benny. Benny was known far and wide for his kindness and calm nature. He spent his days roaming the meadow and enjoying the sunshine. One sunny morning, while exploring a patch of wildflowers, Benny stumbled upon a tiny red ladybug named Lila. Lila was lost and far from her home, and Benny could see that she was scared and alone. With a big smile, Benny gently lifted Lila onto his paw and asked her what troubles had brought her into the meadow. Lila explained that a strong gust of wind had blown her far away from her family, and she didn't know how to find her way back. Benny's heart swelled with compassion for the little ladybug, and he promised to help her find her way home. Together, they set off on a grand adventure, with Benny carrying Lila safely on his back. Along the way, they encountered many challenges, from crossing a swift-moving stream to facing a group of mischievous squirrels. Through it all, Benny's kindness and Lila's optimism guided them on their journey. They shared stories and laughter, forming a bond that would last a lifetime. Finally, after much searching, they reached Lila's home, a vibrant garden teeming with other ladybugs. Lila's family greeted her with joy, thanking Benny for his bravery and generosity. As Benny bid farewell to his new friend, Lila gave him a special gift, a small red stone that glowed with warmth. This token of gratitude reminded Benny of the wonderful day he had shared with Lila and the lessons he had learned, that true friendship knows no bounds, and that kindness is always repaid in unexpected ways.
Yeah, we're just working on some prompt engineering to get it how you want to go. We went from 45 seconds, 46 seconds to a minute and 45. I'd like to get these to about 5 minutes long. I think that'd be good. So this video got a little long. I'm going to do the database in the next video. And that's it for this video. Part 2 is going to be creating the database. So thanks for stopping by.